I'm going in.
Welcome, my friends, back to another episode of A Shot of Brandi. I'm your host, Brandi. That's why we call the show that. It's not because we drink brandy every week. Actually, we had one episode where we drank brandy and it was disgusting. So we're probably not going to do that again anytime soon. But I've got great stuff coming your way. First thing you might see as a different fixture in the kitchen today is this football, this AEW football. Now, if you flip to the other side, you recognize that as the Culture City logo, which is a reason why I have this today. I have a friend of mine from Culture City today, somebody who I'm very blessed to know and very excited to be working with, and such a wonderful nonprofit organization. You're seeing them at our shows more. They're really getting involved in wrestling. Everything's good. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you the human height. Whoa. We're going to not use that. We will use that because it just shows what an idiot I am. The human highlight reel himself, Mr. Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, how you doing,
Hello.
Brandi?
How
you
are
doing?
you?
I get a shot of brandy today. That's
All
great.
right, yes. So Dominique, you're really tall. How tall are you?
When I first went to high school, I was about 6'3", and I grew 5 inches in 1 year.
Gosh.
So I got to be 6'8" before I left high school, but I'm about 6'9" now.
Today, we have some really cool things happening because we're going to talk about Culture City, but another super awesome thing that people probably don't know about you in the wrestling world is that you have your own beer.
Yes, it's called the Human Highlight Film Imperial Ale, and it's just a great IPA that we've come up with. Nice blend to it. Got even a little passion fruit in it to give it a little flavor, but it's a really nice beer.
Sounds delicious. Can we crack into it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's try it. Because I waited to try this for today. Nice and cold. We had it ready for you. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. I taste the fruit notes that you're talking about.
It's really good.
I like it a lot.
And I think the passion fruit in it gives it that flavor, and it kind of lightens the taste a little bit. And so everybody loves it. I hadn't found too many people yet that said, hey, I don't really like this beer, which is a great endorsement. You know.
Very good. Well, in true Shot of Brandi fashion, I like to cook with alcohol. So it's very nice that we happen to have this lovely beer here because I got an idea. We've never beer battered anything on the show yet. We've cooked with beer a lot, but never beer battered. So are you down to beer batter some shrimp with your IPA?
Absolutely.
Let's do this then. We're simply creating the batter. We're dipping the shrimp in them. We've got about a pound of peeled shrimp. That's not frozen. Now you can get frozen. Look at all that shrimp. That looks delicious. Looks delicious.
It's a good pound.
It's gonna go really quickly. What I do a lot of times with these recipes, they're not original recipes that I just made up myself. But what I do is a lot of times I look at a bunch of different recipes and then I put my ideas together. So I saw one that utilized Bisquick. Sounded really good to me.
That is an old school batter that I used to have when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's been around a long time.
We're gonna make a dredge with an egg, but we're gonna keep it pretty much to like garlic, Bisquick, salt, and we're gonna see what happens. We do have cocktail sauce that we're gonna enjoy it with later today. I did not wanna make a cocktail sauce. I didn't wanna do it today. So we've got a cup of this. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that in. We're gonna use this one to cook with. Now remember, we're drinking.
For you.
Oh, thank you very much. You wanna give me a half a cup of that?
I will.
And
Oh, there it is.
party foul! Party foul! It's okay. We got things get wild.
Hey, look.
over here.
You know,
It's okay because once it separates, we're gonna be at a half a cup. Let's just let that do its thing right now.
it's going to turn out to be a great show. I'm telling you.
We're gonna get a little paper towel. We're gonna make that one go away. Actually,
And I used to have great hands. Okay, I'll wait a cup.
so we're pretty close to a half. We can just add a teeny bit more. Just make sure we got
I don't
that
have my
flavor.
reading glasses on today, so I had to improvise.
There we go. We got it now.
So,
Exactly.
so what I'll do is I'll stop about there.
Give it a touch more. Just a touch more. There you go.
There we go.
We're good. We're good. All righty. Okay, so now we're gonna add this egg. to the mix. Try to keep it shell-free. All right, and then we're going to eyeball, the salt situation. I'm very, I guess people would say bad about doing that, in that a lot of
That's
times,
a moderate amount.
yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
And then now we're doing garlic salt as well. So now we're gonna use this whisk and just kind of put it all together here. In the meantime, tell me how you got involved with Culture City.
Well, I think the first meeting that Julie and I had was on Twitter.
Yep.
That was
I
the
feel like
first
that
meeting.
was my
That was the first meeting,
of
and
Julian as well.
we had conversations going back and forth. So I was really intrigued by Culture City and some of the stuff that they were doing, with their sensory room and autism. And I have a special needs kid myself, so we had a lot in common. So when we first met, it was like we've been knowing each other for years.
Yeah.
He came to Atlanta, he came to a game, and we had a chance to sit down and talk about, his focus, his mission, and what his company does. And I was like, hey, whatever you want from me, I'm in.
That's awesome.
And that's how it started. And we've talked almost every week since then.
That's amazing. Julian's fun because he's the type of guy that it's so contagious what his passion is here that it's hard. Like I feel like if you don't feel it, something's wrong with your heart.
You know what? Right. He's one of the most genuine people I've ever met. And we've become so close, not just as, philanthropists or business partners or what have you, but as friends. He's just one of the nicest people I've ever met. And I'm kind of fortunate and glad that he's kind of in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Julian, man, everybody at Culture City is really top-notch people. It's really, you look at the spread of different individuals across entertainment, and some of these names and faces you never think you would associate with a nonprofit cause like that, but it's just all really great people who really believe in making a difference, whether they're connected to it directly or not. It's just a really
know what? A lot of us would have never have met if it wasn't for Culture City, or a nonprofit like that. Nonprofits, I think, bring people together.
Yeah.
And to have that, those type of people come together as one to support a common cause is a great thing.
It's fantastic. I'm lucky to be a part of it, so I'm super excited about it.
You want to put the oil in
So what we're gonna do is, since we're gonna fry this, and now I'm not a big fryer person. I had a deep fryer for a long time.
You were the
never
right
used it.
now.
I'm in good company then. This is fantastic.
I got you covered.
All right, so I guess we're just gonna fill this up.
Okay.
Yep, it's all good.
There you go.
Just fill it up so that it's plenty of space to drop.
Just don't want to
shrimpers
go
in.
now. You don't want to go all the way to the top of this. So this is just enough
it's perfect.
oil, so it's perfect.
Absolutely
so
perfect.
when you drop the shrimp in, it's going to rise a little.
Right.
What
we're going to do is we're going to heat this up. And I'm just going to start at medium high because I don't want it to get too crazy. You should have a thermometer. I cannot find mine. We move, things get lost. Right. But we're going to know if it's frying or not. So ideally you want it to be at 375 temperature. But like you said, we're going to wing it. It's going to get nice and hot. It'll start crackling. And when that happens, we're going to just start dropping shrimp.
She's
ready. It's ready.
She's ready.
Guys, unbelievable.
Oh, she's really ready.
Okay, so let's get this all closer.
Okay.
That way we don't have any random accidents. And we're just going to go ahead and drop it in. Sizzling.
And I'll tell you, this is a really easy tip for people to use when you don't want to, or if you don't have a timer.
Right.
Your timer is water. That's your timer.
There you have it. And then now I'm guessing, we're just going to let these guys simmer a few minutes until they're kind of golden brown,
Golden brown, and they start floating to the top.
And then we don't want to crowd it, right? We just want to maybe put,
I think you
six
put,
or...
I think you put about, I think you put 10 in. It'd be
okay.
Good. Yeah.
That works. A lot of these are looking really, really golden. So it's happening pretty quick. How we feel?
Okay.
Pretty good?
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so let's let that... I mean, those are pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty
good.
cooked.
That's
They almost
pretty
look like
cooked.
hush puppies.
Yeah, that's pretty cooked.
That's that Bisquick, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we'll let these guys take
All right.
take a breather, and then we'll drop a few more. Let them do their thing here. We're gonna get a little bit of cocktail sauce going. Maybe. There it is. There it is.
All right.
There we go. And then here's a spoon if you want to scoop out a little of that sauce. And we'll just,
All right.
thank you. Just get a few on each one. Okay, so
Okay, let's see what we
let's
got.
give it a little, hopefully these are not way too hot. What do you think? Really good.
It's good.
I mean, it fell apart,
It's
but
really good. You onto something.
I like them. I like them.
It's very good.
I can taste that little bit of garlic.
I'll be cooking this week. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's your recipe now. We used your beer. Absolutely yours. These are the Dominique beer battered shrimps. I really like these.
There
I
you
think
go.
they're delicious.
I'm gonna make sure that I tell your husband that it is cooked all the way.
Even though we eyeballed a lot of
Right.
things in the recipe, it is edible. There's nothing wrong with it. He'll eat it. He eats everything. So, well, I'm gonna have another bite here.
Go
But
ahead, take your time.
then we're gonna
Don't
get to the meat of the episode, which I warned you about, the chugging part.
Chugging.
The chugging part.
Oh my. I'm glad I got a driver.
I'm very glad you did too. That makes me feel good because safety is paramount on a shot of brandy. I've had people stay over because they drank too much on the show. I left a lot here, which means it's going to take me a minute.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
I haven't chugged in a very long
Oh,
time.
this is a lot.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
All right, bottoms up here. Okay.
Here we go.
I didn't get it all. You got to chant for me. You gotta help me get this. Ready?
Okay.
You gotta just whatever you would cheer for,
On
like your
three.
teammates. I want to feel that.
Okay, Brandi.
All right. Tell me what.
No hesitation. Now I want you to, if you're gonna go out there, you go. If you're gonna go, you got to go the whole 9 yards. You can't play with it. Don't hesitate. When we on 3, I want you to just let it go. Chug it down.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. All right, come on, keep it up. There it is. There it is. I see you stalling at the end there, but she did it.
Yes.
Good job.
That is the motivation I need before every match. Literally, before every match I go out there, I need you to come tell me that exact thing. Put me in the mind frame.
I find it very hard to leave. You need much motivation. You've been a wrestler now 3 years now. I think you got it
If
covered.
anything, I need to like amp up. Sometimes before matches, I'm so chill that it's a little weird.
You want to hear something that amped me up before game, and you're gonna look at it, you're like, what? It was jazz music. Wow. That amped me up before games. People say, "What? How do you listen to jazz music to get excited?" I said, because what it did, it relaxed me where I didn't worry about anything. So once I hit the floor, my energy level was already up because I felt nothing.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Jazz music.
I'm gonna try jazz music. I'm a big music person, but jazz is not like top for me.
If I listen to music that has already got you hyped, you know what? You come down from that energy, you come down too quick. But if you listen to jazz that mellows you out, takes all that tension away. So when you get on that floor, if you get in that ring, you're ready to go.
I'm just ready.
ready?
I'm just ready. It's gonna be like one shot, like boom, like QT. Did you hear the story about me and QT?
Like I said, I find it very hard that you need someone to help motivate you to find that energy.
I have a lot of just repressed anger. So when I get in the ring and things just start happening. QT, who you met, Mike, earlier with the nose thing. Mm-hmm. Any guesses whose fault that is?
Oh, don't tell me it was you. Don't tell me it was you.
Not 100%. I'm gonna only own 50 because he had broken his nose before, like a year before.
But you really gave him a shot of brandy.
I gave him a real shot of brandy. It was a real accident though. Don't mess with me. You hear that, girls? You wanna mess with me? You worried about Awesome Kong. This is where the real pain is. All right, we gotta get off air because I'm losing my mind. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yes, the chug is the end of the episode. Thank you so much. See you next time. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to come back. Don't talk to me about my knife skills, and be well. I'm going in.